Tonight, the last will be first. And in coin collecting, that just means it's the last coin they made. And it's going to be the first in value and price here on ABC. Look at this. So the Morgan dollar comes from silver, which is from the Comstock lode, the largest silver find ever in America. And at that time, we were fledgling for silver. So quickly in the 1870s, we had our dimes, quarters, and half dollars brought back up to speed. People can now have coins in circulation. And again, remembering that a lot of it was decimated from the Civil War in the 1860s. And then they petitioned to make our silver dollar again. For a significant part of our earlier years, our first 100 years, we didn't have a silver dollar. Didn't have enough silver to make a dollar. So the Morgan dollar is the brainchild of the Bland-Allison Act. The name George T. Morgan, designer of this coin, the nickname Morgan dollar as a result. It was made for 27 consecutive years, 1878 through 1904, and then we brought it back in 1921 to clean up part of the Pittman Act. And then the peace dollar took over, and the rest is history. So when I said the last will be first, in 1904 when this ended, it was the last O mint. And when they brought it back in 1921, by then, New Orleans as a mint closed. The mint itself closed in 1909. It was replaced by Denver as the central hub mint of the U.S. Treasury system, minting system. So we have Philadelphia, East Coast, San Francisco, West Coast. New Orleans used to be the hub, and now it became Denver. So the last year of issue for the Morgan means 1904. So this is the last New Orleans minted silver dollar in history. Now the unique thing is I did reference that they made it for 26 years. They started in 1879, and this is the last year, 1904, 26 years. If you add them up in rank for the one they made the most of and the one they made the least of being the 93.0, followed by the 95.0, etc. Well, this one's number 6. Top 10 coin for rarity, how few they made. And it's the last year of issue, which makes it even a little bit more special. All the extra juice, so to speak, tied to this coin. So number 6 out of 26. Now the price. My competition on this exact coin. $175 in a capsule. Our tonight only special. And again, normally we're a $79, $89, sometimes higher. It's based upon the deal you buy. But tonight we can blow all of those numbers away. We're at $69.95 tonight only. So if you call up tomorrow morning and talk to one of our staff, whether it's in Georgia or in our concierge service up in New Jersey, either they're going to be moving the price. They just gave us the clearance for this 7 or 8 minutes we're talking tonight to have the best price ever on this uncirculated specimen. Now, the other reason why there are so few of these today is the Pittman Act. And I'm going to break this into 2 sections on the story. First of all, you have to envision a bank vault, right, where they take bags of 1,000 coins, bags, right? And when they open the vault, when they make a coin in 1879, they don't put it by the front door. They bring it all the way to the back. Otherwise, every year you're tripping over yourselves, right? Well, so again, smart, they're in the back. Well, at the end of the run on the Morgan, the 27th year, 1904, open the door, and right there is the 1904 coins. And then you have this thing pop up during World War I. U.S. is neutral at that time, yet the English, one of our silent allies, is having a run on their silver certificates in India. So the U.S. government passes the Pittman Act to melt about 60% of all of our Morgans. And then what happens? We have bullion. We can sell the English our bullion, and then they can, what? Take away the banking scare. And when that was all said and done, because again, we entered the war shortly thereafter, helped out, and it was over in 1919, right? Peace dollar comes out in 1921. The silver left over, they make into the 1921 Morgan. Interesting story. If you love coin history, it's a history to read. But as I referenced earlier with this vault story, right? When you open the doors, what happens? Well, the coin for the New Orleans storage, the first coin sitting there should be all the 04s. They didn't go to the back of the room and pull those coins out and trip over themselves to get out of the vault. They took whatever was there first. Logically, it'd be the 04s. And statistically, actually the same. If you use NGC or PCGS as a counter of how many coins are out there in the marketplace, you're going to notice that NGC, PCGS added together for the coins from the 1880s, like an 83.0, an 84.0, an 85.0. I love those coins. They're going to be 500,000 or more have been seen in the last 40 years. So, take 60% of all New Orleans minted Morgans and go backwards in time, and you get stuck where? Middle 1880s. Then you look at the 1904, this coin, and it's like, oh, yeah. So mintages mattered, but then survivability, those population reports give us a clue. But again, uncirculated tonight, everybody. Look at how gorgeous that coin is. The word defender in the graphic, that's just referring to the style of packaging. We've had a lot of people that love this. It's a little bit more of a jazzed up capsule. Our graphics department makes that beautiful label. They all match, so all the Morgans from New Orleans all match. So if you've bought some before, they're going to match. But we've had people asking which coins are and which coins aren't in this new holder yet. So we've just added the word defender to the graphics. If you go to our website, avccoins.com, and you search defender, it'll pop up all the coins in defender holders. That's including our price. Our competition sells the holders 3 for $10. And that's just a white piece of paper. You get to write down what the coin is. Included in our $69.95. Yeah, that's the AVC way, all the way. Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. Love chatting about this one, because as I referenced walking in, the last shall be first. Yeah, the last year of issue, the end of the history, the last silver dollar ever struck at the New Orleans Mint. And before I get the phone calls into our call center that says, nuh-uh, they made one in 2021. Yes, they made one with a privy mark struck in Philadelphia because the mint is closed. This is the last silver dollar, everybody. And look at our price. Over $100 that of our competition. $100 less. Yes, buying multiples, thank you. As long as we have them, this deal's good. And tonight only at $69.95, it's going to end pretty. If you're on the phones right now, you're good. If you're online, check out. We're almost sold out. And thanks.